Tonight on Air Rescue.
We've got 6 patients, one's critical, 3 are serious.
2 families fighting for their lives.
We're going to go back and look after these 2.
Can the paramedics get them out in time?
There they are, there.
Perilous winds threaten a high-stakes cliff rescue.
Putting him down, crosswind. No.
And a mystery illness
Can you make sure that your crew is off the heli deck?
downs a bulk carrier at sea.
We will not be shutting the engines down.
But is it safe to board? At the Westpac Rescue Base, it's the calm before the storm.
We've got a 2-car MVA rollover at Miller's Forest, multiple cars on scene.
2 cars in a high-speed smash. 2 families with a number of people trapped.
We got any sort of ETA?
Apparently there's about 5 ambulances heading your way. The closest is just coming through Woodbury now.
Senior paramedic Genevieve can draw on 20 years of experience in intensive care.
The job sounds like it's getting bigger and bigger, so I know that I'm going to have to set my priorities.
Westpac 1 Airborne, POV 5, requesting clearance, Miller's Forest to the west of Raymond Terrace, 1,500.
It's a 10-minute flight to the crash scene. Barely time for Genevieve and Paul to gather their thoughts.
Yeah, Westpac 1 at this stage, 6 patients, 3 persons still trapped, 1 red, 4 orange, 1 green. Police are on scene.
The colour codes tell me we've got a number of victims needing urgent hospital care. One of the patients is critical and needs to be treated now if he's going to survive.
Genevieve will be responsible for the most critically injured victims. She has to brace herself for a massive challenge.
Pathwise at the back.
This is a horror smash, with police, fireys and ground paramedics already on the job.
File off the ground. And right, get slide on. Car's name, welcome.
Cleared exit. Willie Tower, Westpac 1, do you read? We're land at Miller's Forest.
We've got 6 patients, one's critical, 3 are serious, and I'm not sure about the others. We've got 6 in total, 3 of them are trapped. It's a multi-vehicle rollover as far as I know, but we'll find out when we get to the patients and get a handover from the crews on scene.
Paul and Genevieve must now establish who needs the most urgent attention.
So how many have we got in here?
Just you.
2. All right. They're both conscious?
He's conscious.
Yep.
She's normotensive.
All right. Paul, this is going to be prolonged.
This guy
You
needs.
can go,
This
yeah.
guy needs ketamine, so
Has he had morphine?
he's had morph.
He's had 10 milligrams of morph.
Yeah, okay.
2 victims are out of danger and on their way to hospital, but 4 people are still trapped with grave injuries. Fuel is now spilling onto the road, putting everyone in danger.
What injuries has this lady got?
She's got a fractured right arm humerus here, and she's got chest injuries.
Genevieve has just seconds to assess the priorities and get to work. And disturbing rumours are starting to circulate about how this all happened. Back at the Westpac base, pilot Gandhi is responding to an urgent call. A crewman on a ship at sea has a mystery stomach illness.
There's a heli deck on the ship, so we're going to be shooting out there to pick him off.
We'll get going. Thank you.
Westpac rescue teams are based around the Australian coastline, and sea rescues are a critical responsibility.
Landing on a ship, we've got to be aware of a wet deck with the rain and that around.
Gandhi has been flying for 25 years, and with Westpac for over a decade.
We've also got to be very mindful of the crew that are actually on the ship. They tend to want to rush up onto the heli deck when we land.
Heading out to sea, weather conditions have deteriorated. Visibility is dangerously low. And the ship is 22 kilometres off the coast.
Weather's not looking real flash, Andy. We're not even going to get to 1,000.
A navigator on the bulk carrier has reported violent stomach pains. Out here, there are no doctors, let alone a hospital.
RTM Cartier, this is the rescue helicopter Westpac 2. How do you copy?
Yes, Westpac 2, this is RTM Cartier, reading you loud and clear.
It's a foreign crew on a foreign ship.
Can you make sure that your crew is off the heli deck for our landing? And we will not be shutting the engines down, we'll be putting the patient on and departing.
We don't ever shut down on a ship for obvious reasons. If we can't start again, then we're stuck on board.
Yeah, Westpac 2, we're just on finals now for a landing on hatch cover 6.
The ship is a 20,000-tonne coal carrier, the size of 3 football fields.
Coming over the deck, you've got the con.
Copy, got the excited.
Gandhi now has the challenge of landing safely on a moving, rolling surface. One false move could put them all in the drink.
Watch that fire hose. Yeah, got that.
Westpac 2 is on an urgent mission to rescue a sick crewman from this ship. He's been in agony for 24 hours.
Copy, got the excited.
But first, they have the challenge of landing safely on a moving target.
And forward 10. Tails clear, deck behind.
Watch that fire hose.
Yeah, got that. Skids are coming on. Clear to go out the right.
Paramedic Dave now has to move quickly. At first glance, Dave's patient doesn't seem all that ill.
Hello, mate. My name's Dave. Where have you got paid? I'm in here. Okay, right side. Okay. How long have you had it?
Yesterday,
Yeah.
morning 5 o'clock.
You still got that pain?
Yesterday, very severe pain.
Gajendra has been suffering for 24 hours. Persistent stomach pains can't be left unchecked. There's no doctor on this ship, so they need to get him to hospital.
Okay, just strapping the patient in.
A helicopter, this is RTM Cartier.
Thank you for your assistance. We're en route to the hospital. We'll be there in 10 minutes.
Roger, sir. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
Falling ill at sea is a sailor's worst fear. Navigator Gajendra can count himself lucky that his British-owned ship was in reach of the Westpac rescue helicopter.
Shore Patrol, Westpac 2's landing at the John Hunter.
And in the best local tradition, it's a thumbs up for the crew. The crew of Westpac 1 has arrived at the scene of a shocking high-speed smash.
What she had pain relief-wise?
She's had 240 mics fentanyl,
Yep.
7.5 more.
Okay.
The cause of the accident will later come as a bombshell. Someone here was on the run from the police and T-boned another car. The victims in this car can't be treated until they're freed from the wreckage. So Genevieve turns her attention to married couple Brad and Brenda in the station wagon.
2 patients.
Yeah.
Old mate over here's got a line in, seems quite stable, a few leg lacks.
Yeah.
Now, this lady is quite under there. We can't really assess her feet.
Can we not slide her yet?
We've tried.
These are her legs, trapped under the dashboard, and she's going into shock.
Brenda, is just got to get a drip in your arm, sweetheart.
Genevieve has to keep everyone calm.
We're going to get you out of here. It's just going to be a bit of a fiddle.
Brenda's husband, Brad, has leg lacerations. The extent of their injuries is still unknown. But the occupants of the second car are causing even more concern.
We're going to go back and look after these two.
Unbelievably, there are 2 people still alive and trapped in this wreck. Tony, the driver, is in grave danger.
He can't get out until she's out. So can we get her out or not?
The woman alongside Tony is his son's girlfriend, Kira Lee. Paul is preparing her to be moved.
All right, let's get her out. It is going to hurt a bit, darling, okay? We're going to be as gentle as we can.
If Kira Lee and Tony are to get out of this alive, the crew must act now. 41-year-old Kira Lee is being dragged from the wreck of a car following a high-speed smash. Paramedic Paul can now assess her injuries.
Have you actually got pain in your neck, Kira Lee? Have you guys still got morphine drawn up here?
She's one of 4 critically injured victims who were trapped in 2 cars.
Still running.
Paramedic Genevieve is at the second car as married couple Brenda and Brad are at last being prized free.
All right, good.
My wife okay?
Yeah, sweetheart, the car's jammed around her lower legs, that's all. We're just going to get her out now. Guys, is this a road transport for this gentleman? You're happy? Good, guys.
So both Brad and his wife Brenda will be rushed to hospital by road ambulance. Genevieve's focus can now swing back to the gravely injured Tony and Kira Lee.
All right, so Paul, you're going with her in the chopper?
Yeah.
Yep.
I'm a bit worried about this patient. He's only got his GCS of 3 now, apparently.
Tony's legs are bent and crushed by the wreckage. He's rapidly losing consciousness.
Jen, what's part of his what? Oh, his ankle. What's hurting, your leg or your arm?
Leg.
Just hang on a minute. We're going to need a pelvic splint on that stretcher.
Can they get him out in time to save him?
Tony, can you hear me? Tony?
The afternoon shift has been called to a coastal rescue. A boy has fallen on a cliff walk. He's injured and trapped. Rescue crewman Danny will have to be lowered to the boy on a hoist, a risky job in these conditions.
You have to take every hoist seriously because things can still go wrong.
Danny has more than 30 years' experience doing this.
Well, you've got to have trust, because if you don't trust the person that's sending you down the wire, you're not going to do it. They've got your life in their hands.
The boy couldn't have fallen in a worse place. Paramedics and police have been roped down to the inaccessible rock ledge, and the drama is starting to draw a crowd on the cliff top.
Now, can you see anybody? There they are, there, left. Oh, yeah. So, Danny, it looks like there's a patient laying down. Are you happy to go in there and then walk up?
Just put me down there. I'll walk around and then I'll assess it, give you a call.
The crowd of tense onlookers is growing.
It's a little bit difficult because I'm crosswind, so it'll feel lumpy. High's good there, position's good. Clear to hoist, clear, and on the way down.
A strong nor'easter is pushing the chopper towards the cliff. Heavy seas are pounding the rock shelf.
Halfway down, no swing, no spin.
For Danny, this is a dangerous moment where anything can go wrong.
You're clear to move forward. 3, 2, 1, hold. And your weight, just putting him down. Weight's coming off in 3. Feels a little bit lumpy. Crosswind. Nah.
An injured boy is stranded on a rock ledge. Westpac rescue crewman Danny is battling the elements to get down to him.
He's just got a bit of a swing. Okay, you're clear to move left 2. Move left 2. 1, hold. And he's 5 off the ground, continuing down. And just stopping the swing, and he's got on. And he's on shelf.
Hello mate, how are you?
The boy tripped while rock hopping. A simple fall, but a nasty leg injury.
What's this fella's name? Ben. What's he done?
Yeah, so just knee injury. He's got a couple of gashes that'll need stitches, but it hasn't gone down to the bone.
A large team was roped down the cliff, hoping to carry him back out again, but it was just too dangerous. Meanwhile, Ben's distressed mother has joined the crowd up on the cliff top.
When I got here, there was police and there was ambulance and there was rescue, so then I started to panic. I just need to be there with him. He's my boy and I need to be down there with him. I just need to know that he's okay.
With the tide surging inwards, the crew has to work fast.
Okay mate, so put this over your head. Yeah. Let it go past your arms, between your legs. I'm not going to tighten up too much because it'll de-ball you if I do. You don't want that, do you? No.
Not yet anyway.
Portable Westpac 1 running in. Copy, man. Keep moving forward. 5, 4, 1. Directly out of the area. Flight's good, position's good.
Ben appears calm, but one false move now will put everyone at risk.
And hooks in hand, they're connecting up. Waiting for a thumbs up. I've got a thumbs up. And clear of the ground. And as you pass the skids now, Danny's got hook on hand, the hand on the skid. And just bringing him up onto the skids. There we go. Okay, bring him inboard. Okay, the guys are inboard there now.
That was so good.
It's not every day that the crew get a standing ovation for a job well done. Back at the crash scene, Tony has now been trapped for an hour.
Tony, you with us?
He is in danger of losing this leg.
And watch that arm. Can you just lift that arm back on his back? Okay. Great job, guys. Great job.
Finally, they manage to ease him free.
Lift him straight up on the stretcher where we can have a proper look at him.
Until now, paramedic Genevieve has been unable to fully assess his grave injuries.
And that's perfect. Thanks, guys.
So you want to get your head somewhere?
Yeah. Any pain in your neck while I'm touching? No? Yes or no? No. Don't shake your head, sweetie. Now, I need to have a really decent look at him before we get him in the chopper because I haven't seen him at all. Tony, big breath. And again, mate. He's got something going on in his chest. What's this foot doing? That's fractured very badly. Tony, can you feel me touching your left foot? Tony? We just need another splint for this ankle. That's really nasty in there. It's just crepitus everywhere, so you need to go up under there. Just got to get some details off you, mate. You got asthma or any other health problems? You're allergic to anything? Hey, penicillin? And you only got asthma. And you've used speed this morning, have you?
Speed. So at the time of the accident, Tony was on drugs, methamphetamine. Kirralie is loaded onto Westpac 1, soon to be joined by Tony.
Male in his 40s, in the vehicle. I'm not even sure whether he was the driver or not yet. Very lucky.
And there's something else she doesn't yet know. Not only was Tony on drugs, he was also unlicensed. At the time of the crash, he was speeding away from a random police check.
Clear direct John Hunter, not above 1,500.
This accident today has had shocking consequences for everyone involved.
To anyone that's even contemplating running from the police, don't. It's not worth it. For no one to lose a life in that accident was a miracle, really. And yeah, I just thank God that, you know, they weren't seriously injured. I thought to myself, how am I going to cope with this? But I take responsibility for it. It was my own fault.